Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am in a cozy little cabin in Hereford and I'm going to be taking you through a mini yoga practice which are perfect for both morning and evening. So to start your day and to end your day. It's going to be super chilled, really easy to follow along. So when you are ready, find yourself in a comfortable seated position. If you want to take anything underneath you, then please feel free. I've got some cushions here, so I'm just going to take a pillow underneath the sit bones just to help lengthen the spine, sitting up a little bit taller. And we can drop the hands down into the lap. And then from here, just begin to close down the eyes. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And lift up tall through the crown of the head. And become a little bit more mindful of the breath, how it flows in and out of you. Noticing the freshness as it pours down into the belly. Maybe the slight cool tingling of the air around the nostrils. And then the warm air that's stuck within your body, pouring either out through the mouth or back out through your nose. Now just take a couple more like this, and if there's an intention that you would like to add to your practice, then now is a beautiful time to add it in. Whether you'd like to add in a goal or a word or a phrase, something that just moves beyond the physical side of yoga, physical side of your practice this morning or evening. And once you have found your intention that serves you, you're going to take a big breath into the chest. And then exhale, begin to let that breath go. On your next inhale, reach the arms to rise above the head, lifting up nice and tall, stretching along through the spine. As we exhale, we start with a twist. So you're going to take your right fingertips behind you. Your left hand is going to drop down onto your right knee. Doing your best to twist through the belly. So if you feel your left knee and hip bone pull away from the mat here, see if you can actively press it down, reset the lower part of the body, and then begin to twist from the belly, from the upper part of the body. You're going to hold here for an inhale. Exhale, maybe we take the gaze over your back shoulder. Keeping your left palm planted at the right knee, right fingertips begin to rise towards the sky. As you exhale, lean over towards the left hand side, over towards that left thigh as we take a side bend. Like a slow wave, we use your inhale to pull you back up. And then exhale, guide yourself back over to that side bend. You're gonna go for another one like that. Breathe in, lift up. And then breathe out, side bend. Hold yourself there. Expand and inflate through the rib cage as we breathe in. Maybe we lift the chin. And then breathe out. Hold for another inhale. Then as you exhale, you're going to neutralize the spine, cross the upper arms, returning to center, allowing the elbows to then bend. Backs of the hands meet or the palms meet. Eagle arms, try to bring the elbows in line with the shoulders. Press the palms away from the face. Find a sweet breath in and a full breath out. On your next inhale, the arms begin to unravel. We take them to come above the head. Reach up tall. As we exhale, twist now over to the left hand side, lowering left fingertips behind you. Right hand falls onto the left knee. Once again, notice where your lower body is. Are we nice and grounded through both sit bones? Maybe we take the gaze over your back shoulder. Nice deep breath in here. And a full breath out. Keeping your right palm planted as is, your left fingertips begin to rise up. As we exhale, lean over towards the right hand side. Find a side bend, inflate into your left lung. Inhale, we rise up to center. As you exhale, slow wave, slow stretch over towards the right hand side. Last one, inhale, pull the body up. And then exhale, lean over. Breathe in to hold. Breathe out. Begin to neutralize your spine, cross the upper arms, bend into the elbows, either backs of the hands meet or the palms meet. Breathe in and breathe out. Another deep inhale and exhale. Unravel the arms, sweep them to come above the head as we inhale. This time as we exhale, your hands are going to move through heart center. We shift forwards onto the hands and the knees, making your way into tabletop. So you can either tuck the heels to come underneath you or shift yourself forwards onto the shins. We're going to make our way into a child's pose at the back of the mat here. Big toes can come together to touch. Either keep the knees together or open the knees nice and wide and reach the arms forwards, letting your forehead bow. Begin to find just 2 breaths in your child's pose, sinking the hips to the heels. Rooting in the lower part of the body, feeling more energized in the upper part as we reach those fingertips forwards. Then on your next inhale, begin to round forwards into a cat pose. Tucking the chin towards the chest, we shift to the hands and the knees, inflate through the back of the heart. As you exhale, melt your belly, lift your tailbone, let the hips lead the way. You're going to glide all the way back into your child's pose position. Inhale, begin to wave forwards, tuck the chin, round through the spine, curl it forwards. Exhale, melt the belly, lift the sit bones, glide your way back. You're going to just go for one more like that. Really ride out the breath here. So inhale, peel, 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 up onto the hands and the knees, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, melt the belly, shine it all the way back. Inhale, we're going to peel it forwards, but as we exhale, we're going to shift to a downward facing dog. So peel it forwards on your breath in. As we breathe out, tuck the toes under, pick the knees up off of your mat, glide the hips up and back for your first downward facing dog. Take a little moment to pedal through the feet. Bend into one knee, straighten into the other. Maybe you nod the head yes, shake it no. Settling into this pose of connection as we ground through the palms, ground through the feet. Inhale, begin to reach your right leg up towards the sky for 3-legged down dog. Exhale, bend into the knee and stack the hips. Turning the hip points to the side of the room. Maybe the gaze comes underneath that right armpit. Breathe in here. As we breathe out, begin to unravel. Draw your right shin down to the mat, right knee towards the right wrist, and the toes to the left-hand side. Tuck the left toes under and then slide your way back, coming into a pigeon pose. If your right glute is lifted quite high here, grab what's this called? A cushion or a block underneath the sit bones just to keep you elevated and lifted. You can either stay upright or drop to the forearms. We just hold for the next 3 deep breaths. And then after your third and final exhalation, press down into your palms. If you're on the forearms, to lift yourself up. Anything that's been propped underneath your right glute, we're going to remove it off to the side, and we're going to do exactly what I said not to do. Roll over onto your right hip. Release your left leg to swing it round forwards in front of you. Sole of your right foot rather, to the inside of your left thigh. If we know we've got tight hamstrings, take a little bend into the knee. Keep the leg lengthened if we're nice and open. Breathe in to rise. Breathe out, keeping the length in the spine. Begin to hinge from the hips and dive your body forwards. The aim is to bring the belly to the top of the thigh here as we flatten through the back and take this fold with a hinge of the hips as opposed to trying to round and reach for the toes. Holding for another 2 cycles of breath here. Then peel your body up to come towards your seat. You're going to bend into your left knee, cross your shin, take the hands forwards, and then tuck the toes under, lift the hips up, making your way into downward facing dog. If that was a tricky transition, just meet us in downward facing dog. Maybe we can feel a little bit more lengthen here, pressing the mat away. Your heart pulls back towards your thighs. Feel your tailbone lift, so we've got that little tilt of the pelvis, sending the hips higher and spreading the sitting bones back behind you. Feeling that length along the hamstrings. Breathe in. Breathe it out. Now begin to take your left leg up, three-legged down dog. Just as we did before, we bend into your left knee and stack the hips on top of one another. Hold for a breath in. As you breathe out, carry your left knee forwards, landing the shin down, sliding that right leg all the way back as we melt our way into pigeon on the opposite side. Use your inhale to either lift your body and then your exhale to either pause or drop yourself down onto the forearms. 3 deep breaths, breathing into that left glute. Make it juicy, make it indulgent, really exhale, lengthen that breath out. Once your 3 cycles are up, we can press into your fingertips to peel your body upright. Roll over onto your left hip, swing your right leg to come round in front of you, left sole of the foot to the inside of the right thigh. Again, bend the knee, keep the leg lengthened, whatever feels best for you in your body this morning or evening. Take the arms to rise above the head, breathe in, then breathe out, dive your body forwards. Over that front leg, we relax the head. Once again, trying to hold the length within the spine. So for the next 2 breaths, as you inhale, think about flattening through the back. As you exhale, think about relaxing your body even further over the legs, over the thighs. And then slowly we can begin to peel your body upright. Instead of crossing the shins, this time we close off your left hip. Grab a hold of the back of your left thigh and begin to lower yourself all the way down onto your back, hugging your left knee into the chest. You're going to hold here for a breath in, then as you breathe out, guide your left knee over towards the right hand side. Your left arm can stretch off to the side here with your wrist in line with your shoulder. Try to land it down onto the mat and let that knee hover. Your gaze can lift or it can come over towards that left palm. Breathe into your belly. Let that breath go. Breathe into your heart space. And release. Slowly guide the leg to return to center, lowering the vertebrae to the mat. Nice big squeeze of that left knee, of that left thigh, and then release the leg long. Switching to the opposite side as we draw your right knee to the chest. Big old squeeze. On your breath in, then as we breathe out, guide your right knee to the left hand side of the mat. Stretch your arm off to the side. Wrist in line with the shoulder. Sweet, sweet inhale. And full body exhale. Let it go. Feel that expansion, that stretch, that length. Breathe in. And let it go, breathe out. One last one, into your heart space. And release the sigh. Guide the leg to return to center. Big old squeeze of that right thigh and then release the leg long to meet the left one. Adjust yourself so ears, shoulders and hips come into alignment. Let the arms rest alongside the body and begin to return back to your breath. That mindful action as we notice the breath in through the nose, pouring into your body, noticing what parts of you expand and inflate. And noticing the exhale as your body becomes heavier into the mat, more dense. We let go of that breath out. Feel free to stay here for as long as you need. I thank you so much for practicing with me today. From my heart to yours, namaste.